I'd like to call this Barnegat Board of Education meeting to order, please.
The notice of this meeting has been forwarded to the Asbury Park Press, the Beacon, and placed in the foyer of each Barnegat Township school in the Barnegat Township Municipal Building, and has been filed with the Barnegat Township Municipal Clerk in conjunction with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10-4-10.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Cherney?
Here.
Ms. Contananza?
Here.
Mr. Fedorczyk is not present. Ms. Jeannie?
Here.
Mr. Hearn?
Here.
Ms. Miska?
Here.
Ms. Tarnowski?
Here.
Ms. Washburn?
Here.
And Mr. Sarno.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Please join us in the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, no changes to the agenda, correct? All right. I get a motion to approve the agenda as it is.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Abstain.
Ms. Khan?
Just on the agenda.
Just approving the agenda.
Oh, okay, yes. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Contananza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski?
Yes.
Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 6 on our agenda is approval of minutes. We have motions 1 and 2 for regular and executive from November's meeting. Get a motion to approve those two, please.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Abstain.
Ms. Contananza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski?
Abstain.
Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 7 is our student upstanders, and we'll each at the podium.
Good evening. The Upstander program is a wonderful opportunity to recognize and celebrate students district-wide who demonstrate a specific Bengal Pride trait. These traits continue to enhance the positive climate in our schools and support the growth and success of our students both at home and at school. This month, our students exemplified generosity for the G in Bengal Pride. We are excited to celebrate their willingness to share, their thoughtfulness, and their dedication to supporting others. Through their generous actions, they help make our schools kind, caring, and welcoming for everyone. When you hear your name, please come forward and join Board President Mr. Sarno and Superintendent Dr. Lawis to receive your plaque. From the high school, we have Mary Delgado. Mary is a truly deserving of the Upstander Award for Generosity. She welcomed a new student by showing her around school and working alongside her in the classroom. Mary consistently does the right thing and is always ready to lend a helping hand. She makes everyone feel welcome in her presence. Congratulations, Mary. From Russell Brackman Middle School, we have Ella McMahon. Ella shows generosity in everything she does, at home, in school, and with her teammates. While choosing a gift for the giving tree, she didn't hesitate to pick the biggest plushie she could find, wanting to give the very best. Her giving spirit shines in all she does. Congratulations, Ella. From Robert Earl Horbelt Intermediate School, we have Erin Celeste. Aaron is an exceptionally generous student. After visiting the book fair, he realized that the cashier had mistakenly returned all his money instead of charging him for the books he bought. He was immediately concerned and insisted on returning right away to correct the mistake. He went back to the book fair and ensured the proper payment was made. Aaron continues to show kindness during lunch meetings with his teacher by offering snacks and parts of his lunch to other students who joined them. When he received Halloween candy from his teacher, the first thing he asked was what kind of candy she liked so she could bring back some for her while trick-or-treating. Aaron consistently demonstrates generosity in his everyday actions, and he is truly deserving of this award. Congratulations, Aaron. From Joseph T. Donahue School, we have Amaya Jefferson. Amaya consistently shows a generous spirit. In the classroom, she is always willing to share materials and consistently offers to help classmates. Amaya approaches tasks with a positive attitude and is often the first to encourage others, which helps create a caring and cooperative learning environment. When a new student joined the class, Amaya's goal for the day was to be her first friend. Her kindness and generous heart are a model for us all. Congratulations, Amaya. From the Cecil S. Collins School, we have Emmanuel Papietua. Emmanuel was chosen as the upstander for generosity this month because he freely and willingly helps and offers what is needed to both his peers and teachers. Emmanuel is highly aware of others' needs and consistently makes an effort to assist, whether it is cheering someone up with his huge smile or offering a helping hand. He is a generous student who can always be counted on to help, share, and support his fellow students. Time and again, he offers classmates pencils, crayons, markers, and other supplies without being asked. Emmanuel immediately volunteers to help when someone gets hurt, needs a friend to play with at recess, or loses or drops something. In addition to his classroom contribution, he serves as a second-grade safety patrol, assisting students throughout the school. His generosity and kindness make him a pleasure to teach. Congratulations, Emmanuel. From the Lillian M. Dunphy School, we have Theodore Chiramonte. Theodore is exceptionally generous with both his peers and teachers. He often goes out of his way to share toys and complete thoughtful acts of kindness, such as retrieving and carrying friends' water bottles. He willingly gives up or trades preferred items to make others happy. When he notices a friend who is upset, he offers comfort through hugs and by bringing them what they need, whether it's a drink cup, a tissue, or a favorite item. Theo is truly sweet and considerate, always thinking of others. Congratulations, Theodore. Theodore, smile! You're very serious. Okay. From the ACES program, we have Hunter Washington. Hunter was chosen as the upstander for generosity this month because of his outstanding efforts towards peers and staff in our classrooms. Hunter always tries to hold the door open for friends, waits for friends when lining up, and shares toys unprompted. Hunter greets staff with a big daily hello and has excellent manners. Congratulations, Hunter. Congratulations, students and families.
Last year, I wasn't up here. I was over there last year.
All right. Next, we have our student representative. Each month, we ask our high school representative to come before the board in public, to kind of fill us in what is happening in the school and mostly the district. So I'll turn it over to Ms. Kaylee Jansen.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kaylee Jansen. I am a senior at Barnegat High School this year, and I have the honor of representing Barnegat's entire student body. The student government has just finished our Christmas and camouflage community service. We had lots of donations to give back to the soldiers for the holidays. Yesterday, we packed them for the troops to be sent out. National Honor Society held their annual toy drive. It was a huge success as many toys were brought in to be given to families in need this holiday season. National Art Honor Society held a trip on December 1st to Oasis where their members painted windows to bring joy to the community. They also did an outreach to discuss what National Honor Society is all about. There have been many accomplishments made by students at Barnegat High School these past few weeks. Jamie Wright broke the girls bowling record for highest series with a 720. The girls bowling team also placed first in their tournament this past Saturday. Liam Rodwig was selected to play in a symphonic band at Rowan University. This will be held at some point in January. I'd like to congratulate them all. All winter sports, including swim, girls basketball, winter track, wrestling, boys basketball, and bowling have started up. I wish our athletes the best of luck with their seasons. Tomorrow there will be a band concert at the high school. Rumble signups have also been sent out. I encourage students to sign up for these events. That's all from me. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jansen. Next on our agenda is our Barnegat Education Association liaison, and that is Ms. Morganoff, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. The EA would like to extend sincere thanks to the Board of Education, our administration, staff, and all Barnegat families for their continued support throughout the year. We truly appreciate the partnership and commitment for our school community. We wish you a happy, healthy, and restful holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Morganoff. Appreciate it. Item 10 on our agenda is our New Jersey School Board representative. I don't know if there's anything update. I know we did last month.
So the Ocean County School Boards Association county meeting was held on December 4th. The evening concluded with a presentation on budget realities, navigating fiscal challenges by the business administrator of Central Regional School District. The next meeting is scheduled for 1/28 of 2026.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Washburn.
You're welcome.
Next item is our committee reports. Each month, the chairperson reports out what has happened in their committee over the previous month. So we will start with Finance Committee, and that is Ms. Tarnowski as chairperson.
Hello, everyone. Finance met on December 10th. The BA answered specific questions from members about items on the bills list. The BA and Dr. Latwis fielded questions on out-of-district placements and homebound. We would all like to extend a huge thank you to everyone who made donations during the holiday season. The list includes Jersey Mike's, Lucille's Restaurants, Wright Memorial Presbyterian Church, Mirage Men's Club, Bayside Chapel, and Barnegat Township Transportation Department, and Waretown United Methodist Church. I want to take a moment to say thank you to Mr. Sarno for allowing me to continue to be the chair of finance this year, and I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season and a very happy new year.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tarnowski. Next is Athletics Committee, and Mr. Hearn is giving the update.
Yes, the Athletics Committee met on December 8th. We discussed multiple motions. One was for the boys lacrosse coaches to go to the Rutgers Lacrosse Coaching Clinic on January 10th at Rutgers. Another item was the girls lacrosse coaches to attend the USA Lacrosse Clinic on January 17th and 18th. Another was the Winter Youth Lacrosse Clinic dates are January 20th, 27th, February 3rd, and February 10th. That is Tuesday evenings at the high school gym from 5:30 to 7:30. That is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. And that is at no cost to the district, and that's in preparation for middle school lacrosse. Also discussed the Summer Youth Lacrosse Camp, which is June 3rd through August 5th on Tuesdays only at the high school field. And again, that is ages pre-K through 8th. Also looking to appoint a volunteer high school girls lacrosse coach. Also going to motion to host a the middle school baseball to host a card show fundraiser on March 6th at the high school gymnasium at no cost to the district. Also, a motion to approve the cross-county and track and field second annual 5K firecracker fundraiser on Saturday, July 4th. Also have a motion to approve the varsity JV girls basketball trip to Stockton University to observe a game, Kane versus Stockton on January 21st. And also a motion to approve a varsity JV trip, also girls basketball, to attend either a Seton Hall versus UConn game or a Rutgers versus USC game, depending on ticket availability. And again, no cost to the district other than busing. And we'd just like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their continuing accomplishments. That's it.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Hearn. Next up is Buildings, Grounds, Transportation, and Food Services. Chairperson is Mrs. Washburn.
Thank you. The Buildings and Grounds, Transportation, and Food Service Committee met on December 8th to review several operational updates and ongoing issues. Facilities reported progress following the BHS fire, with few rooms still offline. Progress being made and an insurance meeting scheduled. Transportation updates included staffing changes, delivery of a new wheelchair-accessible vehicle, progress on an electric bus grant, full implementation of new routing software, and continued driver recruitment efforts. Additional updates noted successful Thanksgiving food drive efforts and adoption of a family for the holidays. Motion was forwarded to approve the December 2025 90-day facility usage, which is on our agenda tonight. That's all I've got.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Washburn. Education Committee, Chairperson is Mrs. Cherney.
Thank you, Mr. Sarno. The Education Committee met on December 9th of 2025 to review programs, student opportunities, and upcoming recommendations for board approval. You'll see on tonight's agenda motions to approve senior trip chaperones for the Barnegat High School Disney World trip, also adoption of the Frog Street preschool curriculum at the Leland Dunphy School. Motions to approve the following for extended school year program for the summer of 2026, and our usual motions for work-based learning, community-based instruction locations, college and university placements, continuing education requests, field trips, and out-of-district workshops. The committee received instruction and program updates on a few items. One, on the STEM bus initiative. We received a donation for vinyl wrapping rather than painting the bus. The bus will serve K through 6th grade. We're really not sure when that's going to roll out just yet. That's to be determined. We received also an update on artificial intelligence grant and course planning from the Barnegat High School Student Advisory Committee. This focus on this course is on ethical and educational uses of this new technology. We also discussed our district has been designated as a revolutionary school district, which means we will be getting state-supported resources and programs for our students. The administration also led an in-depth discussion on potentially expanding standard-based report cards beyond kindergarten through 2nd grade. The goal is to provide clearer, skill-specific feedback that supports learning and reduces anxiety around percentage grades. Plans include gathering teachers' and parents' input before any decisions are made. Also, we received a proposal to offer the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Club at Barnegat High School on a trial basis with a volunteer faculty advisor. And we also have an update on the Russell Brackman Middle School master schedule. Draft scheduling models were discussed with the goal of increasing instructional time in math and ELA and expanding elective opportunities and improving student learning outcomes. We also have good news. The Lillian Dunphy School will host a Nurtured Heart Approach workshop for families on February 18, 2026. This program focuses on supporting children's behavior and self-regulation. Time is around 12:30. And lastly, we're excited to welcome a guest speaker into Mrs. Felice's CP chemistry classes in January. Miss Haley Jankowski is a Barnegat resident who grew up in town and then went to Mates for high school. She's also one of my close neighbors. During her undergrad, she studied biomedical and biomaterial engineering at Rowan University. She is currently in the master's to PhD program at UPenn and studying bioengineering. She received the National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship to support her graduate studies. We're very welcome to have her in Mrs. Felice's chemistry class, and in January that will be. And the meeting ended at 10:20. I enjoyed being the chairman. I want to thank everyone for a great year, and everything was smooth. And have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, Ms. Chern. Next up is Governance Committee, and Ms. Constanza is chairperson.
Thank you, Mr. Sarno. The Governance Committee met on December 10th. On tonight's agenda, we have a second reading for Policy and Regulation 2535, which is library materials. This is a state-mandated policy and regulation that applies to existing library books. We also have first readings for Policy 2530, which is resource materials, and Policy 9130, which is public complaints. They were reviewed line by line by the committee and have been revised based on the Governance Committee and administration input. Policy 5339.02, the anti-choking devices, is on tonight to be abolished following guidance from the board attorney and the school physician due to lack of FDA approval. Motion to approve revised standing orders. The committee moved this to tonight's agenda to remove the anti-choking device from the standing orders. These devices have not been discarded and may be reinstated if the FDA approval or the New Jersey law is passed. There's also a motion to approve the annual memorandum of agreement with law enforcement, which is an agreement that is done every year with our local law enforcement. Our next meeting will be scheduled for January 21st. I'd like to thank my committee. We had a good year this year with policy and governance and with the guidance of our superintendent and our BA. The governance committee did a good job this year, and I'd like to wish everybody a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much, Ms. Constanza. Next is Personnel. I am the chairperson of Personnel. We met on December 8th. Our next tentative meeting is January 19th. Again, tentative because it's a new year for the board. January 5th is our reorg meeting, so meetings can get changed and depending on people's availability. So in Personnel this month, as you can see on the agenda, we have several new hires. A ISS part-time monitor at Brackman, a bus aide in our transportation department, part-time paraprofessional for district-wide, another part-time paraprofessional district-wide, and I'm just trying to hear, and we have several, I think 6 different transfers, again, going into the holidays, again, a little movement because of things happening in the district, so there's some transfers. Approval for hours for our Optimus Club for Mrs. Spain. And I think that is about it on the personnel side. All right. Next item on our agenda is superintendent's information, comments. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Atlas.
Well, why don't we start by honoring our outgoing board member?
Sure, absolutely.
We'll go ahead and read the proclamation. Whereas Kelly Miska did faithfully and conscientiously serve the Barnegat Township District as a member of the Barnegat Township Board of Education representing Barnegat Township, and whereas Kelly Miska has served as a member of the Board of Education from January 2025 to December 2025, and whereas Kelly Miska has performed her duties as a member of the Board of Education in the best interest of the students and citizens of the Barnegat Township School District, and whereas as a result of her dedication as a member of the Board of Education, Kelly Miska has earned the highest respect and deepest appreciation of the Barnegat Township School District, its students, and the community and administration. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. The Barnegat Township School District publicly acknowledges the dedication which Kelly Miska did faithfully and conscientiously perform her duties as a member of the Board of Education. The Board of Education wishes to commend and thank Kelly Miska for her years of dedicated service to this school district. Its pupils and staff extend their sincere best wishes in her future endeavors. That the resolution shall become a permanent part of the minutes of the Barnegat Township School District Board of Education of Ocean County, and that the Board Secretary has been directed to cause a copy of this resolution to be appropriately reproduced and delivered to Kelly Miska dated the 16th day of December 2025.
All right. While we invite Mr. Fiorentino up for his presentation, I'll read off a couple of highlights while you wait. First, we'd like to acknowledge the Transportation Department. They were out busy spreading kindness and holiday cheer once again. With the backing of our community partners, the Friendly Sons of Shillelagh and Gary Brown of Patriot Financial, they were able to provide Thanksgiving meals for 7 families, so that's very exciting. Pause for Cause has had a very busy start to the year supporting our community. From September through December, the program provided school supplies, winter coats, and donations to each of the school's carrying closets to help the students and families in need. And in addition, the Pause for Cause hosted several community events, including the Spooky Halloween Tour, Holiday Family Fun Night, and the Holiday Lights Bus Tour. The program also gave back to the wider community with donations to the local first responders, as well as the Barnegat Nursing Home. So thank you to the staff, the community, for all the generosity and the gifts and donations that allow Pause for a Cause to continue giving back to our Barnegat family. I would read off the Barnegat girls bowling. However, that thunder was already stolen. Pardon the pun. Also, shout out to the BHS Guidance Department for hosting FAFSA Information Night, where a lot of the students and families were able to come out and understand a little better about the financial aid process and college applications. And with that being said, I will turn it over to Mr. Fiorentino, who's going to give an update on the state of special education.
Okay, so I have too close. Sorry about that. Wake everybody up.
Everyone up.
Look us up.
So if you look up front here, I've put a number of different aspects in regards to our special education programs in this brief Google slide. And just to give you an overview of what I'm going to share with you tonight, it's recent progress and developments, particularly in the ACES program, but also overall in our special education programs. Some of the key focus areas will be about the improvement of the ACES program and strategic development of the strategic planning that we had in May and followed up this fall in regards to developing a 5-year action plan. And in that action plan, I will share with you tonight what the major points are, the key points being the mission and goals, and some of the actionable steps to work towards over the next 5 years. What I'd also like to do is thank everybody for their support, not only the board, but especially the team that I have, in this new role that I've stepped into. I've been able to get to see firsthand, even though I've been here for 20 years in Barnegat, Brittany and Stacy, my supervisors of the department, just do an incredible, amazing job. And everything I'm here to speak of tonight, I want to make sure is clear and understood that all of this from them and from what Mr. Gunnarsson has done in the past has led to what we're going to talk about here tonight. So in regards to missions and goals, coming out of the strategic planning. The mission that we had written was to nurture and educate children per curriculum standards to prepare for responsive citizenship and life success. And we identified 5 goal areas, and those very brief independent goals are parent and community involvement, student achievement, inclusion, communication and information, resources for special education. So the first goal under parent and community involvement, we came up with a written statement goal that you can see there says to continue to increase parent and community awareness and improvement. The actionable steps that we're going to take to ensure that we are able to do this is to create surveys to send out to parents regarding the support needed for their children. Multilingual options also will be provided, and we will analyze those results and share them with the community as well as the parents that participate on our committees. We're going to develop family fun events that will include also sensory-friendly time slots at building events, special education family events, develop a district-wide resource directory for families to be able to utilize at their convenience, invite community agencies to also present and provide information to families at these events, and continue to strengthen the partnerships, of course, that we have going so well with the local community businesses, and particularly through our community-based instruction, that's the CBI, and work-based learning, WBL. The second goal is in regards to student achievement. And that goal is written as to develop academic, social, and emotional skills to increase independence. Actionable steps, we're going to continue to enhance and strengthen our work-based learning and community-based instruction experiences for our students, K to 12 plus. Age-appropriate classes to increase peer mentors during inclusion opportunities and increase buddy and inclusion opportunities. And the next goal is to continue communication from the school to parents and increase feedback from all parents. So this we're going to do in the following actionable steps: create surveys again to send out quarterly to parents regarding supports needed for their children. We're going to make sure that we gather their feedback and their insights as well as to what their needs are. Parent newsletters to continue to be developed and send out to parents to keep them informed, not only what's going on with events, but also what the students are learning. Continue to involve special education parents and parent groups. We already have developed PTA liaison, and we have some parent advisory committees also that are working on specific aspects of this action plan that I'm going to get to a little bit more in a moment. We're going to continue to communicate with the families regarding district happenings or events via email, newsletters, and Aptigee. Aptigee being the new platform that we've been using to communicate has been received very well. Some confusion initially as expected, but parents have been really praising that, and I think I should share that with the board as well, how well they like the communication via Aptigee. We're going to continue to communicate with families also through daily worksheets and different types of communication sheets that we continue to revise as well to make sure that we're giving them the type of feedback that they're looking for. And goal number 5, related to resources for special education, is written simply as to increase awareness of all available resources to ensure that our families, as well as our educators, all are aware of all of the resources available to them to help support the program, support their children, and specifically with the unique needs that they may have. We'll do this through these actionable steps, creating special education resource guides for families to draw that information upon, including outside organizations, and continue to incorporate life skills into the daily curriculum in classes, such as financial literacy, basic cooking, transportation planning, daily living, etc. We will continue to strengthen partnerships with local community businesses and groups through our CBI and WBL, and invite community agencies to present and provide information at family events. So some of those things are repetitive because they cross over each of those goals, but those are the ones that we developed in the strategic planning. And as far as a 5-year action plan, the structure of it looks like this. Year 1 is the planning stage, where we're gathering a lot of baseline data through our committees, through surveys, and getting feedback from the community as well as from our staff. We're forming subcommittees during the first year and piloting partnerships and creating resource directories and standardized communication, we continue to revise as well. In years 2 to 4, we will build upon all of these actionable steps, and as we build upon those, we will also, as we get into year 5, continue to reflect on them, evaluate them, and hopefully continue to build upon in future plans as well. I thought maybe we skipped 3. Somehow that slide got inserted differently. I apologize. Inclusion is one of our other strategic planning goals, number 3. That's the number that was. Sorry I missed it, but this is a very important one. It's to increase awareness and understanding of the unique differences within the student community. And actionable steps that we'll take here are to plan integrated family events, inclusive performances, activities for all families, and specific training for all our staff to foster a more inclusive environment across all settings. Here I want to show you a timeline of some of the actionable items that we developed starting in May and what we've done since then to this point now. So this first slide shows you back in May. May 22nd was our first strategic planning meeting. After that, we had our first parent advisory committee meeting in June, a couple weeks later. Developed an ACES Facebook page to help share more of the information that we want to in another platform. Besides sending out newsletters and communicating via email and Apogee, we want to also take advantage of social media. And then further in June, we began to develop a plan for the courtyard with our Brackman and our high school art teachers, as well as with the supervisors and the staff to help make the courtyard look more aesthetically pleasing for the kids, make it safer, and give them more in the courtyard in terms of different devices that they could utilize safely. In the summer, starting in beginning of July, we developed the ACES signage that we have outside the front, as well as one that we have on the inside to show that, ACES is actually here in Brackman and a school within a school. That was something that a lot of parents said, we come in and we enter the side door here, but there was nothing to kind of identify with this being, their wing, their program. So that's something that we did at the beginning of the summer. And then we also had throughout the summer for Handle with Care, HWC, there's a lot of acronyms. Handle with Care is the specific training that we give our staff, all our staff, including substitutes, our paras, our teachers, to ensure that they understand how to safely de-escalate situations when particularly students with special needs may have triggers and they have crises, they become stimulated, et cetera. We want to make sure that we know how to do those safely, and so those trainings took place over the summer, and there were 4 of them with about 20 staff members in each of those, and they were 2-day trainings. And then later in July, we had our first specifically ACES parent meeting to prepare for our orientation that we had, as well as the school year and opening up. In August, we relocated and enhanced our sensory room and our special area classroom. We have 9 classes in the ACES wing at Brackman that are all contained together and able to function together and support each other. And we had to take one of those classrooms that was the sensory room and build that out into another classroom, and we were able to utilize, with the help of Mr. Toddings, find a classroom to utilize for the sensory room that's bigger, safer, and able to handle a lot more students in there more comfortably, as well as a classroom dedicated for the specials when the kids go to music and go to art. That's where they will go. We also partnered with ESS, that is our substitute system that helps us, provides us with a lot of staff sometimes to fill in for teachers when they're out, as well as paraprofessionals. And so they had helped us with the onboarding process with this training video that was created by our staff from our behaviorists, particularly to ensure that anyone who comes in also to substitute or work as a paraprofessional on a regular basis or even a short basis understands the particular needs and different types of environments at different types of classrooms and different programs they might be involved in, and how to understand how to manage those situations safely. At the end of the summer, we received a lot of new equipment and storage sheds to store equipment in the ACES courtyard, and we set those up. We also had tours for ACES students that were coming to us from Dunphy, from our preschool disabled students' classrooms, and families came out to see the classrooms, walk through the hallways, walk through the courtyard, and those that came, some of them had come also in the spring, and were very happy with some of the enhancements that were taking place. In the beginning of the school year, in September, I skipped a step here, we welcomed also a certified dog that we now have as a dedicated therapy dog in the ACES wing, Ryder. Ryder is a dog that was trained and certified specifically for that purpose of one of our speech, Mrs. Cooney's dog that she had this summer certified. And then we met with all of our staff also at the beginning of the school year regarding cameras in the classrooms. That was something that was new with all of our preschool disabled classrooms and our ACES classrooms and the courtyard and the special area and sensory rooms where we had cameras installed to make sure that they understood where they were, why they were there, and making sure that we had them in the best place within the classroom so that we get the best access of being able to monitor the classrooms if we need to look into those. In the beginning of September, the art teachers, after we had developed the plans and began to develop some of the work in the courtyard, they got the students involved as the year started, painting several different aspects of 3D plywood panel boards that were decorated by the students as they designed them to cut out to form different shapes, paint them, and now to be hung in the courtyard. They also assisted with painting different types of sea creatures and things to go along with the theme in the courtyard. In October, ACES had their first trip to Storybook Land, which was amazing. That trip was a tremendous success. We had several parents come on the trip as well, and we're just super excited about it. The kids had a blast. We weren't sure, just how well they would do, but they did great. The students had a wonderful time. There's nothing negative to say about it. In October also, we had a book fair for the ACES students that the students went to at the Dunphy School. And later in October, we had our third ACES Parent Advisory Committee meeting, and we also had our second strategic planning meeting, our final meeting for special education to develop those goals that I spoke of earlier and the action plan. In regards to Halloween, we had a couple different things that took place. ACES had their own Halloween parade and a trunk or treat out in the parking lot, and they also were able to do that with the Collins students as well. Then in December, we've had a holiday fair at Dunphy also, where the ACES students were able to attend that. And there are several events that are up and coming too that are being planned to ensure that the students at their typical peer age level are able to integrate with the students also of the other schools and some different events at Donahue as well as at Collins. Some additional areas that I don't have in the timeline that are certainly noteworthy to talk about as far as some progress. In regards to communication, again, we worked on weekly newsletters that are sharing with the parents the progress of their children, also what the classrooms are learning and what they're doing, as well as other events. Parent committees, we have some parents that have been very involved in coming to all of our meetings, and some parents that have been able to come to a few of them, but they are more than willing to participate in the PTA meetings and help ensure that our students also in the special ed programs are not left out, and also help coordinate some events. There are a number of inclusion opportunities that were developed as well. Reading buddies at Horbelt, a playground schedule at Collins to be out there when the Collins students are also using the playground. And at Brackman, we have student mentors that are also helping to facilitate some activities, particularly in art class and gym classes with the Brackman students and our students at ACES. And as I mentioned earlier, at the end of the timeline with some of the trips that are taking place, there are several grade level trips and assemblies that are planned throughout the school year. One of the other aspects of Our reflection was to develop some better supervision in a collaborative way that is going to give us a snapshot of what's going on in all different programs, also be able to stay in touch with administration as well as the staff to make sure that we're identifying any particular needs and supports that might be needed. Mrs. Short's office is one key thing that was changed for this school year. She's relocated in the ACES wing. We reallocated some of those duties and those specific job descriptions between her and Mrs. Jackalow to allow more presence in ACES, in addition to weekly reviews with each building's administration. I regularly visit the different schools, talk with administration, and try to visit all the classrooms, and they're doing that just as well. Monthly department meetings are taking place, and the supervisors are doing regular department building check-ins all the time as well. So there's been a lot of opportunities for us to speak with the staff and stay in communication with them to ensure that we're listening to them, getting their insights, their feedbacks, as well as offering strategies or suggestions. So through some of our communication, as we've been working as a team, meaning myself with the supervisors, with our child study teams, some professional suggestions that we have developed, somewhat some wish list or things that we want to try to really strive for, certainly within budget constraints, but we want to make sure that we put everything down on paper and do all that we can. One of those things that we recognize is a need for an increase in specialized support staff, needing another behaviorist, special education coaches. These things will help give more support to our students as well as our staff to ensure that we're giving them the best, expanding our ERI, again, a lot of acronyms, that's emotional regulation impairment, formerly known as BD or behavioral disability programs in the district. We need to ensure that we're also making these programs be expandable more so that we can specifically create cohorts in each building, each school that are going to meet the needs of those specific age level students. And we want to certainly enhance the academic focus to our work-based learning program to expand that, not only just be about career-minded opportunities in adult life in that sense, but to continue to work on the academic aspects of that as well. Some of the challenges that we've been facing, that we've identified, it's important for us to also reflect and look at the barriers that we're having to contend with. Staffing is one of the main ones, and we're not the only district. There have been a lack of applicants, unfortunately, as well as the quality sometimes of those applicants that we're seeing currently, presently, particularly with paraprofessionals, but we're continuing to try to work through these barriers. We have some increasing behaviors regarding aggression. That is not something particular to Barnegat, by the way. That is something that's just become more notable and seen throughout the county, throughout the state, throughout the country, spoken about all the time. So this is a big focus of ours to really address the mental challenges that are facing our students. And in future planning for program expansion to address those mental health needs, we want to include older level autism programs and expand those ERI programs, as I mentioned, those behavioral disability programs. And I kind of put a little chart up here just to make sure everybody understands the very basic template in understanding the different programs from top to bottom in special education. We know we have general education classrooms which can contain also special education students. Often those will be students that are mainstreamed into general ed classrooms known as in-class resource. And then we have those special education classrooms that are specifically small groups, which we refer to as pull-out resource, but also could be smaller classes with students with more severe disabilities like multiple disabilities, MD classes, or LLD, learning and language disabilities classes, or the ERI, the emotional regulation impaired classrooms. So typically that progression is the general ed classroom, and then pull out the ICR, the pull-out resource, the LLD, and then the MD and the ERI classes. We want to try to move towards the least restrictive environment. That's a key expression that's talked about all the time. We want our special education students to be challenged as well as we want our general education students, but appropriately. We want them to be able to have success and be in the right program to find the challenges that they need that are not too much of a burden for them, but challenge them nonetheless. So we try to kind of progress upwards in that chart towards a general education setting. Students who we may not be able to meet the needs for in our programs, that might have more specific or greater disabilities, might need some specialized help in specialized schools, out-of-district placements, but we're trying to keep those students, if we can, in our programs and find ways to support them better here. Again, that's working towards that mindset of the least restrictive environment and try to get those students the help that they need, but then bring them back in district. And that's why I have those little arrows there to bring them back. Homebound instruction would be a situation where we have students maybe that are maybe not suited for a specialized school or ready for a school itself or any program, and we might need to provide them homebound instruction, and we would do that. We try to also set that up so that there's a plan so that they will ultimately be able to move back into the classroom, come back into the school. And in some cases, there are more serious cases where students need to be hospitalized or in a residential facility, but that you see there template pretty much goes from the most restrictive, the residential facility, up on to the general education classroom. Finally, this is the last slide. This is our now 18 to 21 year old program. So students may finish their high school, their senior year, so to speak, but not quite graduate yet, be able to stay with us until they're 21 if they are not quite capable of, graduating and on their own getting into the workforce or being able to support themselves. So we have a work-based learning program that is outstanding. I have the picture of Mr. Durak and Mrs. Cialo as superheroes up there, and they rightfully so should be recognized as that for a number of reasons. I know it's kind of hard to read that small print, but I know that there was an email that a couple of parents had referenced them as superheroes for what they have achieved. And just to point out a couple of things at the bottom of that, if you can't read the last two bullets, Mrs. Cialo herself was asked to present at the bottom one, at the Hunterdon County K-12 Annual Summit on successful techniques for secondary transition programming for this particular program at other schools. And a lot of these other schools have come here to our school now to see what we're doing because they're so impressed and amazed by all of that. In addition to that, Mrs. Cialo also was presented the Transition Educator of the Year Award at the Facing the Future Conference, October 10th in New Brunswick, by the New Jersey Association of People Supporting Employment. She is just, there's not enough I could say to kind of really build her up. She's just amazing. They work extremely well together, Mr. Durak and Mrs. Cialo, because of their personalities. They are just great compliments to each other and do a wonderful job with that program. Can't say enough about it. But obviously, we are preparing our kids from pre-K all the way on up, and this program here in itself is getting kids out into the community and really helping them to be able to get off on their own. Some of those bullets, I won't read them all, but the one in the middle of the picture there is actually the student waving was a former student of ours that went through the program, like the student in the vest, and is now training one of our students. So he's been successful to maintain that career, that job, and now is training our students. So that was just an amazing thing in itself, why I thought that was an appropriate picture of what the program's doing. There are other things to where students are super excited about getting their FICO score up for applications to try and get apartments on their own and live on their own. There are other students that are getting internships in hospitals, as well as being able to go out into the community and work in the workforce and other types of agencies, of blue-collar and white-collar jobs as well. So it's just an amazing program, and I think overall our special education programs are doing tremendously well. Yes, there are some things we need to continue to build upon, but there always will be. But I'm very proud of it, and I'm super proud, certainly, of Mrs. Shork and Mrs. Jackalow, all that they have done, and I'm glad to be a part of this team. So with that being said, I don't know if anyone has any questions with all that I presented tonight. Okay. Well then, thank you very much, and thank you again for all of your support as well.
All right, with that, just want to close out by wishing everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. And with that, I will turn it back over.
Thank you. Just checking, do we have to officially do the election results? I know it's number 5, it's just as long as it's posted, we're good? Okay. All right. Next is President's Remarks. Again, a few things I just wanted to touch upon. I guess I'll start off. I just, again, on behalf of the Board of Education, want to thank you, Ms. Miska. Again, serving on the Board of Education is not, as you know, a simple task. It's rewarding in a lot of ways. You came in this year and right from the get-go can say you were not afraid to ask tough questions. You were not afraid to jump into things. You spoke your mind. You worked well with the group. And I honestly think every decision and thought that you brought forward was looking at the best interest for not even our students, our staff, and our community. So again, I know you had a lot going on in your life, as we all do, but I know there was a lot of changes in your life this year. And again, you were here. You know, we had a lot going on. You helped out. And again, I want to just tell you how appreciative the board, myself, for everything you've done this past year. Greatly appreciated. And you know, thank you again. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Am I allowed to say something?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, I was like, I don't know if I have to get a public session or I don't know.
No, absolutely.
I just wanted to say thank you to all of you, and also for, I guess, the residents of Barnegat for the opportunity to serve on the board this past year. It's really been a pleasure working alongside everyone to, you know, move the district forward in a positive way. And I really commend all of you. I commend all of you for the countless hours that you dedicate to the students, the district, and you know, really putting your heart and soul into moving everything forward for Barnegat. And I just, you know, I wish you all success in the coming year. And I'm sorry I won't be here for it, but you know, you guys are all doing a great job, and I like everything that I'm seeing, and it's you know, it's been a really fun year. I appreciate it. So.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Kelly. Next, I wanted to, I know Dr. Lowis had mentioned this. I know during the holiday seasons, a lot of people in Barnegat, companies, individuals, and I know he mentioned a lot of them, and I think Mr. Tarnowski did, that again, that's what makes Barnegat to me. Barnegat makes us a family that we are. People stepping up, donations, helping out other families, helping those in need that don't have the access that some of us do. Again, that's to me is a great thing to see in a community when people are doing that, organizations are doing that, businesses are doing that. And I know whenever we need something as a board or as, you know, within the district, there's always people willing to step up, businesses willing to step up. So again, greatly appreciated for all those that, you know, both of you had mentioned. So again, thankful on behalf of the board. I want to thank on the Christmas cards. I love that. That's great from the Collins students. I know we all got them. That's really cool. So again, thank you on that to you and your staff and the students there. That was really cool. The Mr. Fiorentino with your special ed presentation and your staff. I know, you know, we've kind of said it in behind closed doors and stuff and on different committee meetings and different things about, you know, the last 6-7 months. We shared it with Dr. Latwis as a board, where this program is, you know, kind of was and where it is now. And again, I think it's important to, you know, you praise in private sometimes you praise in public. Again, I like we said as a board, it starts at the top, and give praise to Dr. Latwis, working all the way down to Mr. Fiorentino and his supervisors and the staff. And I know there's been a lot of turnover in the ACES programs specifically. And back last year at the end of the school year, as a board and and different committees, I know we put a lot on your plate and your department's plate as far as, you know, and as well as Dr. Latwis, things that we would like to have seen change, things that we'd like to implement. And you went through a lot of them there that we kind of brought out, and I know a lot of parents brought out. And I could say you and your team have hit the nail on all of them. Things are going in a incredible direction in that department. And we're greatly appreciative of everything you and again, administration all throughout, because I know it's a team effort. I know each school has their own, special ed in it, and everyone has their input. And so again, thank you to everybody that's stepped up, that's moved things forward, and really made a big change over the last 6-7 months. It's greatly appreciated and doesn't go unrecognized. So again, greatly appreciated from the top down, everything that's been done. Went through that. And just again, as a board, this is the end of the year for the board, even though it's not the end of the year of the school. Our terms end beginning in January. Again, I just want to thank the board members here. I think we have a great group, people working together. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time. Not everybody agrees. We don't always, see things the same way, but it's great. And like I said, I hate going, but I've been on many boards that haven't got along and been in constant fights. I could tell you this board, even though at times we don't agree on things, the discussion is respectful, is polite, is not, in any way, everyone respects everyone's opinion, which makes it nice. It makes it good to feel, hey, you get to a point sometimes where you don't want to come to these meetings and sit here and deal with the scrutiny and deal with other people. But again, it's been a great group, and again, I appreciate it. This is my 7th year serving in the seat. And, again, having the right people with you makes it a lot easier, definitely a lot easier. So I'm appreciative of this past year and everything with it. And lastly, I just want to say thank you to all our staff, our administration, staff throughout the district on behalf of the board. Everything you do for our district is greatly appreciated. This time of year with the holidays, wish you the best of the holidays. And I want to just point out that I think Mr. Barbieri has the best holiday attire tonight. I love that jacket. Enjoy the holidays with your families, with your friends, your loved ones. The New Year's. It's a special time of year, and you guys deserve the break, deserve to have some free time to enjoy, the success that we've had this past year and get revved up for, the second half. So again, thank you, and pass it along to everyone within your schools and your departments, our appreciation for everything that you do in our district. So with that, I will move on to the next item on our agenda, which is public session.
The Barnegat Township Board of Education appreciates and welcomes public comment, advice, and suggestions, especially when it's intended to assist the Board of Education. Please feel free to speak to the board during the public session. Comments and discussion will be limited to 1 5-minute period per individual unless requested by the chairperson to continue on a point of clarification. Public comment at special meetings of the board shall be related to the call of the meeting. In accordance with the Board of Education policy, each participant must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface their comments by an announcement of their name, address, and group affiliation if appropriate. Your anticipated courtesy to the members of the public and the board is appreciated.
Thank you. With that, can I have a motion to open public session, please?
So moved.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney? Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
And Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. And with that, is there anyone that would like to address the board? Seeing none, can I get a motion to close public session, please?
So moved.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you very much. Item 16 on our agenda is Finance Committee motions. We have motions 1 through 7. Can I get a motion to approve those 7, please?
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 17 on our agenda is athletic committee motions. We have motions 1 through 9. Motion to approve those 9, please.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 18 on our agenda is buildings, grounds, transportation, and food services. Has one motion. Can I get a motion to approve that, please?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 19 on our agenda is education committee motions. We have motions 1 through 8. Can I get a motion to approve those 8, please?
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item 20 on our agenda is education committee information. Information for the public to review, nothing to vote on. Item 21 on our agenda is governance committee motions. We have motions 1 through 6. Can I get a motion to approve those 6, please?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski?
Yes.
Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. And item 22 on our agenda is personnel committee motions. We have motions 1 through 16. Can I get a motion to approve those 16, please?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski?
Yes to 1 through 13, abstain from 14, yes to 15 and 16.
And Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
And Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion's carried.
All right. Item 22 on our agenda is personnel committee information. Again, information for the public to review, nothing for us to vote on. And item 24 on our agenda is executive session. Can I get a motion to enter an executive session, discuss personnel, litigation, and HIB matters?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
And Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Thank you. We should be out before Christmas. All right. I'd like to call this Barnegat Board of Education meeting back to order, please. Roll call.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Ms. Cherney?
Here.
Ms. Contanza? Here. Ms. Jeannie?
Here.
Mr. Hearn?
Here.
Ms. Miska?
Here.
Ms. Tarnowski?
Here.
Ms. Washburn?
Here.
Mr. Sarno?
Here.
All right, we have quorum.
Thank you. Let me get my agenda out, sorry. Under new business, motion number 1, motion to approve the incident hit report as presented in exec by the superintendent. Motion to approve that, please.
So moved.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item number 2 under new business is,
Motion to approve the revised tuition contract from Hampton Academy for student ID number 010488 to include extraordinary services as of December 10, 2025 for the remainder of the 25-26 school year in the amount of $26,680.
motion to approve that, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski?
Yes.
Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Item number 3 under new business.
Motion to approve the voluntary transfer of Amando Quiros, I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing the name, from the evening shift at Brackman to the day shift at Brackman effective January 5th, 2026, to replace Laura Doustra's resignation.
Can I get a motion to approve that, please?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Item number,
Go ahead. You're right.
Yes, I have a cold.
item number 4 under new business.
I'm going to torture his name again. Motion to rescind the following stipends for Armando,
Quiros.
thank you. Shift differential working nights for the high school, middle school lead custodian.
Get a motion to approve that, please.
So moved.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
And Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And was there one more?
Yep.
All right, item number 5.
Motion to reinstate employee ID number 5941.
Get a motion to approve that, please.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
No.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
No.
Did you guys do a count? Ms. Tarnowski? No. Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Can I get a motion to adjourn, please, for the
So moved.
year? Roll call.
Ms. Cherney?
Yes.
Ms. Contanza?
Yes.
Ms. Jeannie?
Yes.
Ms. Hearn?
Yes.
Ms. Miska?
Yes.
Ms. Tarnowski? Ms. Washburn?
Yes.
Mr. Sarno?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.